Hi, I'm Reverend Kenn Blanchard, and welcome to the gun movement. Let's talk about history. For those who don't know their history, they're doomed to repeat it. When it comes to guns and people of color, we have a history, a rich history, and gun control has always been about power, not crime, not protecting children, not suicide prevention, just control. Black powder, black power. History, slavery, Nat Turner's rebellion, the Harper Ferry incident, South Carolina uprising, the Tulsa riots, Black Wall Street, and so much more. Reconstruction, the Republican Party, the Black Codes, the Great Depression, the Great Migration, World Wars, the National Firearms Act, the Sullivan Act, Civil Rights, the Civil Rights era, the assassinations of our leaders and our presidents, the rise of the Black Panther Party, Students for Nonviolence, Bloody Sunday, Kent State, the Nation of Islam, Vietnam, Gun Control Act of 1968. How about the Civil Rights era when people from Black America switched parties from Republican to Democrat? I was born during the Civil Rights era, but I don't have all the answers. But I do remember that we are almost right back where we were when I was a little kid. King Solomon said there's nothing new under the sun. And that's so true. Today we got protests and riots and pictures on Facebook, which didn't exist back then, showing brothers and sisters with arms. Joining pro-gun but anti-American groups based on a us versus them is not a good thing. Us versus them is a loser. Sometimes we want it both ways. We want respect, but we don't show it. And we think that the only way to stand is on the back of somebody else. We don't realize that a candle does not lose any light lighting another candle. Prejudice in any form is dangerous because it allows people who are not aware of it to become full of hate and discrimination. A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. Remember that? Yeah, just popped into my head, so I thought I'd share it. Just as babies are born with no prejudices, no one is born automatically knowing the best way to communicate with people. And that's the need I'm feeling here in our community, this movement. You can't divide people into groups without affecting the outcome. Even randomly assigning people to groups and flipping a coin launches us into a us versus them mentality. And it's not good. It's easy to do, and it's easy to get caught up in one. But if you can hear me, listen to this. I have 5 points that I want to pass on to you, and then I'm through. Just 5. I believe that America is the best nation in the world. 2, you can't judge people by the color of their skin. 3, 2 wrongs don't make a right. I should have put that as 2 since it's 2. It takes 2 idiots to fight is 4. And 5, my 5th point is anybody that gives you a gun is your brother, is family. And anybody trying to take one away from you is really your enemy. The first point about this being the greatest country. We have so much freedom, it allows us to self-destruct. Learn your rights. Exercise your rights. Respect your neighbor and follow the golden rule. Learn, earn, and don't burn. America has not got over the color issue because most people of color won't let anybody forget it. I know racism exists. It's everywhere. But again, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Everybody, and especially people that I found in the gun community, know the racist roots of gun control. Even that redneck, that prepper, that person at the gun show, they probably know more black history than you. They're probably more civil-minded than your mama. So stop kirking out. John Brown, white dude, hung for helping slaves revolt. There are a lot of abolitionists that didn't get the Purple Heart or the Medal of Honor. But if they didn't do what they did, we wouldn't be here now. We couldn't even agree on freedom back then. Sister Harriet Tubman had to pull a firearm on brothers and sisters to get them to go free. And this reminds me of the fight between the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X back in the day. But we're right back there again. Those who were militant accused Dr. Martin Luther King as being a sold out Tom, blah, blah, blah. When you don't espouse racism, when you don't espouse separatism, when you want to be equal, when you want to be free, folks will turn on you. You'll find that soon. We have new black clubs. Yay! But I've seen some of them that look more racist than the Klan. And I know some of these people wish they were in the military, but I wish they would stop with the paramilitary outfit, the clothes. Just please, just stop. This is 2016, and we have more information available to us than ever before in history. There is no excuse for stupidity, no excuse for ignorance, no excuse for racism. We are supposed to be, by now, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This is a republic, if we can keep it. God bless.